Hello, everyone. My name is Carol Richards, and welcome to episode 26 of Teacher Talk. Today's video is entitled Prepared Listening. Now, the intention of a prepared listening lesson is to help students develop skills in listening to a piece of music and understanding what's going on, and being able to use musical language to explain what they think is going on. They can do this because they've been prepared. And I'll show you one process that I've used to help students get to the point where they can listen to something and recognize what's going on and then talk about it. This video has been developed for a course at Music Kitchen in Hong Kong, and I'm sharing it with you because I think you might find it helpful. Step one of the process. First, the teacher has to prepare. So the teacher listens to the music and writes down what are the important features of this piece of music. What are the musical aspects that we're going to focus on with the children? Now, let's have a listen to a piece that's by the Penguin Cafe Orchestra, available on iTunes. And it's called The Telephone and Rubber Band Music. I'm sorry, everyone. I cannot play the telephone and rubber band music for you because of copyright situation. I suggest you look it up because it makes a wonderful lesson. The piece of music actually is nothing but one ostinato after another, layered in different pitches, different instrumentation, different rhythms. It's a wonderful piece for children to have their own composition, and through that become aware of what the Penguin Cafe Orchestra is doing with that piece. So sorry, the lesson, however, is still valid, and I'll explain it to you. All right, so what I decided to focus on with children are the ostinato patterns. It begins with do, 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 and continues throughout the song. After a while, another one comes in, do, 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 and then after a while, another one, and so on and so on. So we're going to focus on different instruments playing different ostinati and at different pitches. So some are high, some are low, some are in the mid-range of pitch. All the patterns are contrasting. Some are long sounds, do, 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 and some are very fast, and they move up and down. Doodle, 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 doodle. So these are the things that we're going to look at. And then I'm going to provide a skeleton for students to develop their own composition. So let's have a look. So far, teacher listening to the piece. Teacher works out which aspects we're going to focus on. Next, so here's the song. And I've decided ostinato patterns, pitch, low, middle, high, and notice they're all different. Whoops. So next, I provide a skeleton for students to develop their own composition. So here it is. So I have all the groups in sections. So we have an alto xylophone section, a bass and piano section, a glockenspiel section, a recorder perhaps, whatever, different instruments, so that we have the middle range, the low range, the high range, and so on. So the students all get in their little groups, And I give them this graphic. I give them this graphic of a little melodic section, and they pick the notes. So they might pick dum, 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 something. Doesn't matter. They're doing the same idea, an ostinato with just low, high, low, high, low, low, so on. And then the next one will be this one. And it's low, so we might have the piano. So once they start, they keep going. Then the next one joins in, then the next one. Now, they would have had time to figure out what their part's going to sound like. So I didn't give them any notes. I just said high or low and see if you can make these long sounds or short sounds, going up, coming down, and so on. So this is the skeleton, and I have it up on the board, and the students perform their piece doing this. After they've done their piece, I ask them to explain their particular part and what notes they used, and was it an ostinato, and did it ever change, and so on. And so that we understand, so the words ostinato and contrast, were they the same as other parts? No. And so this continues. Well, now it's time to listen to the piece. So then I put the piece on and I ask them some questions. Can you hear a part similar to yours? What was different? Was it the instrument? Was it the pitch? And so they listen for their part and they put up their hands when they think they hear their part. You would be surprised maybe that the students can hear what's going on, even though the parts are dissimilar to what they're doing, because their parts were almost the same, but they're hearing the differences. And so that's very exciting. And when they talk about what they're hearing, they're using musical language, and they can hear it and they can understand it because their ear has been prepared. Well, have fun with this. It's a great piece for practically any upper primary, lower secondary students. And I hope that you enjoyed this today. I would just want to remind you that if you're interested in joining IACME, the International Association for Creative Music and Movement Education, that would be lovely, iacme.org. We'd love to see you there. And remind you that on May 1st, I'm starting a series on gems of information from Richard Gill and what this means for the classroom. So hope to see you there and hope to see you here next time on Teacher Talk. Bye for now.